Hello, welcome to the NSDA. My name is Dwayne Blais, and today we're going to take an inside look at a small group session. Parents often ask questions about large groups, hockey camps, programs, private lessons, and I think a lot of it depends on the type of player that you're working with or that you have, so your son or daughter, and also what you're trying to get out of it. So in a small group session compared to a private session, there is a lot of differences. A private session, you can really hammer on that one player and really work on their individual skills and little things, inefficiencies and stuff that they need to work on in order to improve. As soon as you start adding numbers to those groups, obviously you're gonna get away from that hands-on, one-on-one interaction and that real kind of keying in on those little skills or those little inefficiencies. So as we get into a small group, ton of fun, and you're gonna see in this video a lot of competition, a lot of fun stuff that these guys are doing and working on together. We'll still try to hammer a lot of individual skill and give guys feedback and make sure that we're touching on things to help them develop and get better, but also letting them battle and compete, and at times just figuring things out on their own. In the first series of drills, it showed a little bit of a progression on how to add to a drill or add to a skill. So in the beginning, I worked with the guys on just being evasive, so looking one way and cutting the opposite way. So if you're attacking a player, looking one side and then cutting the opposite way. In the warm-up, we started working on that and just getting players' hands warmed up, getting their feet warmed up, and getting them moving around with the puck and getting comfortable. But as you're going through, biggest thing is being deceptive with your head and then getting that puck across your body quick, cutting quick, and then coming back into it. All right, same thing, so going bench side. So lefties are going to the backhand, righties on your forehand, ready? Go. That's it, look in. Good. That's it, seeing good. There you go, look in, cut. Good. Look in, cut. Good job. That's it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, good. And as we added a little obstacle and a pass and a little start to the drill, then we added that same component that we worked on in the warm-up to a part of the drill. So in the second part of this drill, we have players going around a bumper. So we call those long, tall things a bumper, but around a bumper, putting it through a stick, passing it to a line, getting it back. And you can start that drill any variety of ways. Once that player gets the puck back, then they attack a second bumper that's laid down. That could be cones, a bucket, a coach, and forcing them to make a cut to the outside and then attack the net. And this is common. You see it a lot in games where defensemen do this cut in order to get away from players. You see offensive players coming in, attacking the zone and cutting on a defenseman in order to get a shot off. So just getting these players to work on cutting left or cutting right, protecting the puck, and then getting into a position where they can take a shot. And once the guys started feeling comfortable, then we added a live target. So the live target is that extra player. So once you take a shot, that player will come up and play defense against the player that's coming in off the start of the line. And what we want to do there is make it a little bit more game situation. So I don't want the player to attack or hit. I want that player to come up and add a little bit of interference with the attacking player and force them to cut on the outside or inside in order to get that shot off. So to add a little bit more compete and a little bit more battle for the guys, what we did at the end is added a rim. So I started off with a rim, just lightly rimmed a puck along the wall like you see in a game. Two players went at it and attacked it and played a quick little one-on-one. So whoever got possession of the puck had to protect it, keep it away from the defending player. The defending player could try to steal it or strip that puck from the offensive player. And on the whistle, whoever had the puck would attack the net for a shot. Whoever didn't have the puck would go back towards the line, skate around a cone, a bucket, or a bumper. In this case, it's a bumper. Skate around, get a pass from the line, and then attack one-on-one. And again, that one-on-one now is played out live. That defending player's got to try to get that puck off the offensive player, and the attacking player's got to try to make a move in order to create offense or get a scoring chance. Whether you're working with young players, older players, or even professional players, you want to make sure that you tailor the drills to suit that age group. Now, if you notice the drills that we did today, they're not difficult. They're very simple to set up. And we're working with some NHL players and AHL players, so some professional players who are playing at high levels, obviously. It's not necessarily how complex the drill is, but the way I look at it is what the key components of the drill are. So whether a player is going around a cone, through a stick, whatever it is, we want to make sure that they're focusing on a key component or a key skill. So in this case, we want players to focus on cutting. So cutting on a player in order to create a scoring chance or a passing lane. So using their feet, being evasive with their head and their stick, protecting the puck as they're making their move and then making a play. So even at the professional level, we start with small warm-up, getting them ready, getting their hands and feet ready and working on that skill really slowly under a controlled environment.
Then we add a little bit of progression where we add a little bit of speed, a little pass. Then as we progress and players are maybe further along in the off season or in their development, then for sure we're gonna add some statics. So we're gonna add some battles, we're gonna add a little bit of compete, we're gonna add an extra player to make it more game situational. And you wanna start off easy and simple, and it could be quick. This could all happen within 5-7 minutes of a drill or a minute or two if you wanted to, but you wanna start off simple, teach it quick, and then progress from one step. So maybe you're adding an obstacle, then maybe you're adding a player or a coach, and then maybe you're adding a little one-on-one battle. If you're early on in development, as far as first couple sessions, you probably wouldn't add the battle. But as you get going through, then I think that's a really key component as far as getting players to get into situations that are gonna be similar to a game. You can never 100% mimic a game, obviously, but you can definitely add little situations to players that are gonna make them feel like they are in a game or in a game situation. When players are battling in practice or competing in practice, if you have any compete drills or battle drills that you're doing with a small group or your whole team, it's very tiring. It's super tiring. And if you played hockey and you remember having that shift where maybe you battled in the corner, you took 3 hits or you gave 3 hits, you get to the bench and you're tired. So when you're doing drills like that, you gotta be aware that the players are gonna get worn out and tired if you keep going and keep going. So at the end of this drill, if you notice, we gave them a little bit of rest, and then we just did a simple drill of them picking pucks up off the wall, which to me is a very important skill that they're gonna see in games all the time. And the better they can get at it, obviously the better they're gonna get out of tough situations when that puck is rimmed, whether it's a defenseman or a forward. So at the end of the drill, real simple, had one player go at a time, just rim the puck around the wall, had them pick it up. And when they pick that puck up, I want them to be creative. I don't want them to be robotic about it, meaning I want them to spin off it if they feel like they can spin. I want them to cut hard if they can cut hard. I want them to put it through their feet if there's an opportunity to slide it through their feet. But anything that they can do to add creativity to it adds to that drill. It's really simple, but we want them to kind of think outside the box as they're going through it.
Nice, you got it. Ready, let's go. Good job, good. Okay, we'll switch sides.